This delivered bag, the zipper broke, and I've sewed it before and it ripped. However, the material is really good for something like this. I'm going to complete a Spark food shop at Walmart in Levittown, and fair payout. I'm in a Spark mood today. This is my third one for today? Yeah, third one. One was a curbside pickup, two was curbside pickup. Now I accepted this. So here we go, and I have the ice, and it's not a huge order, so this should be, 20 minutes in and out. Let's go. The bags from the meat department, at least you have a bag to put, all your produce in, the smaller items, so it makes it a little easier when you get up to the drop-off. You see how I have the produce in a meat bag. I have some yogurts, a whole chicken in another meat bag. I have Nestle Quick and salt in another meat bag, and two, I guess these are half gallons, the fruit juices, two in a meat bag, because that will make it so much easier when I get to the drop-off, because they don't supply bags. It's going to be a few trips. Notice how I have the ice there, next to the eggs, next to the milk. This is ice. I want to show you something. This is just coffee, guys. I wrapped it up in an old Uncle Giuseppe's bag because I got this from King Cullen. It really stays solid. This one was a good one because it absorbs the condensation. So here I go. And I could also use one of my delivered bags when I get there to make it easier, but it's going to be too heavy. I'm going to have to make like 7 trips, but that's okay. Good workout. I was in the store 45 minutes. I should have paid a little more attention. I had an early start today. It's only 2:22. However, I did use the bathroom quickly, and I did wait online for like 7 minutes. So that's not bad. I think that's pretty good for me. That's a good time. And, to get in and out, I say just under 45 minutes, I got a lot done. One item for quantity on all the orders that were not open. That would make it easier when you're jumping out of your car to see what's in your trunk or your back seat. But for some reason, it's not working today. I even closed the app, turned down the phone, opened it up again, and it still didn't work. A little glitchy today. Well, here we go again. Let's make sure you're you. All ready? I just did this less than a week ago. You're all set. Well, thank you very much. But I'm done for the day. After the 2 curbside pickups in the late morning and the shop and deliver, I received this order. 19 stops, 19 drop-offs, and I accepted it. And I'm really grateful I did. I forgot, I haven't completed a large batch in about 4 to 5 weeks. So I know it's working. It was Sunday. I figured I would get at least one decent batch, and I felt this was worth it. It was 33.8 miles, and I was near a store on the way home, the last drop-off, that I went and got something done on the way home, so it made sense for me. Now let's look at the back end in my Spark account. 118.07, and I still have a couple of tips coming my way. $16 in tips. Tap on the 118.07 so I can show you the breakdown. The first one, it wasn't a high payout, $11.79. It was a Sunday with the first day of the changing of the time. We went back an hour and no traffic. That's why I accepted that order. But then when I got there, they said it qualified for extra pay. So they immediately added $2.87 for the extra pay. Then I accepted another one. This was in Farmingdale, I kept going back to the Hempstead Turnpike area. I really wanted to get one big batch, and I got it. And I completed that one. But I also have tips coming, okay? Then this one, I drove it to North Baldwin. Again, no traffic. I was zipping yesterday. Zipping. I'll discuss my large trip in a moment. When I got to her home, she was like, you know, there's a couple of Walmarts over here. And I said, well, you ordered from the Walmart market. It's a food supermarket. And she was like, oh, and we chit-chatted for a moment. And she said, oh, I went there once a while ago. I said, yeah, it's like a supermarket. And here's a picture of, I added some substitutions. It was fruit drinks. And I showed her this picture to show her how empty the shelves were. And I said, you know, when you didn't reach out, I figured the substitution was okay, because I did write her. And she just let it be. She didn't reply. She was fine. She was really grateful to have the service. And she did tell me she just joined. She paid $49.95, and she was confused as to why she was charged a delivery fee. So I'm not sure how that works on a customer's end, but she thought that the delivery fee would be free. So we chit-chatted a little bit, and I showed her my phone, and she was like, wow, you work a lot of gigs, a lot of apps. And I was like, yes. But she understood where she got her food from. And then she said, I will add a tip on the app. And she must have did it immediately, because it says confirm tips. I didn't have to wait for this one, which I found weird. And she added $7. That was really nice. Then I completed the 6121. I said I was going to discuss. Oh, it took me 2 hours and 40 minutes. 2 hours and 45, about 2 hours and 45 minutes, just under 3 hours to complete this. Why tell you this? There was no traffic. Not once was anyone in my way. I was cruising. The only video I took was to show that the button wasn't working, to review the products, to make it easier when I jump out of my car. Where did I place that product? In my trunk or my back seat, and it wasn't working. So that made it a little bit harder, but nothing crazy. And I was cruising. No traffic. I was focused, and I was working at a fast pace. I was jumping out of my car, running up to the doors, and it took me 2 hours. I say 2 hours and 45 minutes. So this isn't that easy. But I was really grateful, because I haven't completed a batch in at least 4 weeks, and it was well overdue, and I'm really happy I completed it. It was a spa kind of day for me, and I earned $118, and I have $16 coming today for the rest of the tips. And of course, I received my pay instantly at the One Bank app. Any Spark gigs I completed, I was sent the payments to my One Bank app. And you can see right here, yesterday, immediately, and I already transferred it to my checking account that I pay my bills, until I make the transition to using this app more often to save and pay bills. SenPex just sent me an offer. I can't take it for 2 reasons. I'm not working out in the field today, and this says it's a Lowe's pickup of a 30-inch gray single sink bathroom vanity with white cultured marble top. Sorry, it's very tiny and gray. Hard to read. I can't pick that up. 71 pounds to 150 pounds. Extra large. Oh, and it says pickup truck. You need a pickup truck for that. But that's local. If that was a smaller package and I was dressed and ready to go for the day, that wouldn't have been so bad. $33.40 picking up in Garden City and dropping it off to Franklin Square. So they're sending offers, but I have to decline that. That's not fitting for me. And yesterday I started my day off with a $40.37 payout from dlivrd, and I was way early. I got a little confused with the time. My car said one thing, my phone said another. I picked up the order early. The order was ready, but the lady was understanding, and she even said, you know, there was no traffic on the way here. I flew here. So it happened. I'm not going to beg for forgiveness. I showed up early. I went for a brisk 15-minute walk. I had my headphones, and they sent me, when I contacted them to let them know what happened, they sent me this. They sent me this text: early drop-offs lead to customer complaints, which can hurt our ability to receive more orders from our catering partners. Please check this out. Well, you know what? This is coming from the company who told me that the list was short to be on the team to do something else other than delivery. And that was last year, December 2022. And I've worked my tail off for this company and gave it my all. And aces of a worker, uploading videos promoting their service, their product, and giving them an inside view to what goes on in the field. I don't see anybody else doing that. What can happen with the food, what happens with the mess, how you deliver to buildings, what's the protocol, you know. I just rubbed me the wrong way. So I wrote, enough with the blame game. I picked up at 9:05 a.m. That's the time they told me to be there. And I drove to the drop-off. Also, change of time. And they understood what I meant. And then they're telling me, no, of course, the AI wrote back, hello, we'll be right with you. And then it says, please complete the delivery at 9:45 a.m. Nobody is blaming you. We just want you to have a good delivery record. It's not about me. It's about them. You know, I'm a little upset that they even wrote that to me like that, considering the change of time, and the doors were not opening up till 10 a.m. anyway. I was there, and I couldn't get into the building till 10:05 because there was a line of people there. It was at a children's museum, and they were having a special birthday party, and the woman was so cool. She was like, oh, please, I'm just happy you're here. The bagels are here. It was bagels. It wasn't like it was a bunch of hot food or anything like that. One thing of coffee, which was kept hot. And, you know, that's what you send me, your top driver. I feel I'm one of their top drivers. Can you blame me for being a little upset? So then I wrote back, you know, I was told the doors will open at 10 a.m. So nobody was right. So, oh, give me a break. And you know, I know they appreciate the videos. I mean, I'm not like super angry, but when I received that, I was like, this is coming from the company, yet again, another company, who's told me the list is short. But meanwhile, I'm out there in the field making them look real good. And I know what can happen in the field. And I've showed you example after example after example of the mess that can happen. It's not easy to deliver, you know, almost $1,000 worth of food, one person. And that came to an end. They sent me an order for today, and I normally would have taken it, and I chose not to because of many reasons. I just can't be out there today. And unless it's a very local, I won't be accepting any more deliveries. I will accept the ones that are very local and very little miles to drive. If you want to learn how to earn some money, make sure you visit myincomejob.com.